Everyone, it's Tonya and it's day 26 of the Marion Smith challenge, and I truly wish I had something genius to show you, but I really don't. I have been super busy today. I had to work all day, and so when I got home tonight, I got home like 2 hours later than normal, so tonight I'm a little stressed. So what I decided to do was to come into my room and just de-stress. That was my goal tonight. And I've been watching a lot of really cool tutorials on different flower techniques. So I came in and I tried a couple of them, and I want to share. I'm not going to share how to do them, but I will share the videos on where I found the tutorials so that you can go back and reference theirs. I just don't have time to make them tonight. But I also want to share with you a tip before I get into that. When I was making the book for the Cosmo Cricket, circa 1934 book, I was using the terrifically tacky tape, which I have put up, but you know, it's the red strip tape. And of course, if I were a brilliant person, I would have watched Tracy's tutorial on how to put it over, so I'd have a refreshed memory, but I didn't do that. I decided to wing it, and of course I messed it up because I had my pleats a little too thick. And as all of you who have ever messed with the tacky tape know, getting it up after you've put it down is nearly impossible. It will rip your paper. I mean, it is there for life when it goes down. Well, one of the things that I tried, and it happened to work. I mean, like, look, I'm pulling on this and I cannot get it up. And I've got a little piece in here. What I learned was if you hit it with a heat tool for long enough for that glue or adhesive to get gooey, it acts like hot glue, and it will lift up without completely ruining everything. And I was able to pull up that spine without tearing my pages that I'd spent so much time working on. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. See how easy that lifted? I mean, seriously. And before it cools, be careful because you might burn yourself. But I want you to look at how easy that strip just peeled right off. So keep that in mind. It also works with ATC glue. So, ATC, listen to me, ATG, it tells you how tired I am. The ATG glue, it will work with that as well. So, look, completely no tear. Love it. Okay, so I've been watching a couple of tutorials on making flowers, and I wanted to share with you what I've done. Tracy sent me a link to one that was on hers the other day. Tracy's Treasures 24, I think it is. I'll put the link down in the description. So she sent me a link to how she made these little mums, and I've been making those. And just, you know, this one is actually, hear how crunchy? This one is actually made out of standard copy paper. It's not even, I mean, I did it out of a pink copy paper. Look at how gorgeous that is. So a lot of depth, but I have a feeling because when you press it, it doesn't really lose its shape. So I'm going to make a couple of these and see if I like them better when they're all together. And what I did on this one, it's a little bit different than what she does in her video. The center part is the one in her video, but then the outer part, I wanted it to be just a little bit bigger. So I just used the Tim Holtz die cut. And it's the sunflower looking flower, or the mum looking flower that's on there. So I thought these would be really pretty for like an Easter book if I made them in pastel colors. So there's that one. And then this one is, I know a lot of you have seen the Cabbage Roses, and I've made them before. But this time what I did is you see that? How ripped up that edge is? Well, I saw a tutorial today, and I can't for the life of me off the top of my head remember what her screen name was. But she is the sweetest girl, and let me tell you something. She has some of the best flower tutorials out there. So look down in the description. I'll put it down there. But one thing she was doing was she was taking these deco edge scissors and cutting the edges of just a standard. I had one sitting here. It disappeared. Just taking these little flowers like this. Everybody's got this punch, and just cutting the edges of them. Well, instead of doing that, what I did was I took my Tim Holtz distress tool and ripped around the edges of it. And then I used Jana Viles's technique for making the Cabbage Rose, which I'll also put down in the bottom description. And this is what I came up with. So super happy. It was a lot easier. Actually, instead of using completely Jana's technique, I did it a little bit different. So maybe one day next week I can make this a goal to do a tutorial on how I did this one, because this was even easier than doing it Jana's way. You know, I think on what she does is she takes this and she takes a pen or something and she does a lot of rolling. I didn't do that. I did very little of that. So maybe next week I can show you a tutorial on that, or maybe tomorrow night I could sit down and make that video. So look for that, and thank you guys, and I hope you have a good night. This was day 26 of the Marion Smith Challenge. Thanks.